Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Misty Moss. I am a boudoir photographer, self-portrait artist, and burlesque performer, all things self-love and self-celebration. And today I am here with you to catch you up on my Vegas trip. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should go do that. But also you might not know that I just went down to Vegas back in March to educate and teach as part of the Boudoir Summit at WPPI, which is one of the world's largest photography conventions. A company named the Boudoir Album, which operates here in Canada, brought me down to be one of their educators at the summit, and it was amazing. It was so many emotions, so many feelings, so much gratitude for this amazing opportunity, which I would like to thank some of you on YouTube for helping kind of put my name forward and just get word out there that you wanted to see me educate. That was really fun, and I loved the opportunity. I'm back in Canada after another work trip, and I'm here settled in to reflect and to integrate that process and to share with you guys some of what I learned, what I realized, and some things about the community that really landed deep in my heart on that trip. So that's what this video is about. We're reliving the joys of Vegas together. Let's do it. Before I dive into this video and talk a little bit more about my experience in Vegas and the amazing things that happened and all the amazing people that I met, I just want to give a big shout out to the Boudoir Album, who flew me down and invited me to be an educator in the summit. It was just absolutely sensational. I was actually previously with another album company before the Boudoir Album brought me down to teach at the summit, and I switched over. I fell so in love with their team and the women on the team, and just their passion for community building and elevating and growth. I got so addicted to just them and their customer service and just their passion that I fully switched album companies. Their quality is also like superb. It's some of the best quality albums that I've seen, and I just am so obsessed with them, and I can't believe I didn't switch earlier. I am not sponsored in this video, by the way. I just love them so much, and I had such a great time with them, and I'm always so impressed with the albums that I get from them, so I'm just giving them a big old shout out. So if you're looking for a new album supplier or a new album company to work with, check them out. They're stunning. They're local to Canada. They print with an all-female team, so if you're a boudoir photographer and you're like, where do I print my albums? Check out these guys. You will not be disappointed. Okay, shameless plug for the Boudoir Album aside, I really want to talk about the 4 things that I learned in Vegas that have really helped me feel more settled and grounded in my career path as a boudoir photographer and now an educator. The biggest thing I learned on this trip, so my number one big educational moment for myself, is that doing scary shit is really integral for growth. And it's really easy to get stuck in things that feel comfortable and things that feel normal and just kind of getting in our rhythm and doing things that are really easy and repetitive. And while that is really nice, and I'm enjoying that right now that I'm home, it is really important to shake shit up a little bit. Try something that scares you. Previous to teaching down in Vegas, once I got the call that I was invited to be an educator, I did not sleep for a whole month. I think I slept like very fitfully. I was so anxious and so nervous because this was like my biggest opportunity that I've gotten so far. And I'm really grateful that a photographer friend of mine actually put my name forward. That, in tandem with you guys out there putting my name forward, made this possible. But I wanted to do a good job, and I really wanted to make sure that my shooting bays and my educational content was like top notch, and that people were walking away from this experience having just a really stellar opportunity and experience to learn. So because of that, I was not sleeping. I was constantly thinking about, how can I do this? What can I share with people to make this experience for them just like amazing? But of course, as my therapist would say, what if it all works out? So while I was focusing on all the things that were making me really anxious and nervous, of course, once I got down there, it was so easy breezy. Everything went stunning. The model I worked with, Sabrina, is now a friend of mine. She's mine now. I love her. So everything really worked out really well. I made great connections. The shooting bay was received insanely well. So doing scary shit that makes you nervous almost always pays off and is almost always a great opportunity for growth. Number 2 is to get outside your bubble a little bit more often, especially as boudoir photographers. We are very isolated a lot of the time. We work for ourselves. We don't often have a big team with us. Some studios do. I do not. It is just me and my associate. And for the longest time, for 7 years, it was just me. And it was very lonely and very isolating. And this was actually the first time that I actually left and was a part of a community event in this capacity. And it really made me feel super connected, and it made me feel really in love with this community and even more inspired to do stuff like this and to keep connecting and to keep engaging and to keep educating and to keep growing and to just keep making friends in this industry, because the people in this industry are top fucking notch. There are some really cool humans out there, and it's really awesome to be able to just like meet them, laugh with them, go to parties with them, create art with them, and just have a good time. So if you are like me for the longest time, or you're a little introverted being hiding away, running your photography business, I really encourage you to get out there, do something that is community-based so that you can make more friends and feel like you're a part of something, because that feeling of connection is unlike anything else. Get out there, do stuff. The number 3 thing that I learned, and I don't think I learned it so much as I was reminded of it, is that how freaking magical this art form is. I think when we're in it and we're running our businesses and we're doing all of those logistical and analytical things and marketing and emails and social media and trying to beat the algorithms, we get bogged down with all of the bullshit and we forget how magical this art form is as a base. Like, I think it's important to come back to that feeling of why we started every so often and be reminded of the power that we as photographers and we as a community have to hold transformative spaces, to create amazing experiences for our clients. It was really cool to just be a part of something where everybody was so excited, and there's a lot of people who were relatively new to boudoir who just have that like newbie excitement that I feel like I had started to lose a little bit because I've been doing this for so long and because I've been running my business for almost a decade now, which is insane. You do kind of lose sight of like why you started in the first place. So coming back into spaces of community, connecting with other people again, really reminded me that boudoir is so magical and it's so powerful. And if you are a bootstrap kid and an old bag like me, I think it's also important to find that spark and to keep reminding yourself why you started and why this work is so important. Okay, last but not least, thing number 4 that I learned is that meeting other boudoir photographers is fucking fun, y'all. I had such a good time. It was just so amazing meeting so many people that I follow on Instagram, on the internet, who have just been like usernames and faces for so long, and then to see them and be like, you're a real person, was really incredible. To meet so many of you guys and to like hug you and take pictures with you and just like put faces to usernames was absolutely incredible. I'm so grateful. I'm so glad that you said hi to me if you were down in Vegas. Thank you for watching this little recap video. This is not my last education gig. I got one coming up with the boudoir class now down in LA, so stay tuned. I will pop down below my website link that will keep up to date with workshops, etc. as those arise. And yeah, I just wanted to make a little recap video because it's just really fun to reminisce about this really cool thing that happened, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed coming along on this little nostalgia journey with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully I'll see you in Vegas next year. Bye.